All right. Go ahead and please state your name for us.
I am Carol Cecile Darling.
All right. And what first brought you to Advanced Wellness Center?
I was expressing multiple sclerosis. That was almost 20 years ago, and the prognosis was not very good.
All right. And what did the doctors you saw previously say about your condition?
Well, at that time I was chronic progressive, which means I kept having exacerbations. That's when you have a flare-up and the relapses, and the prognosis was not good because with that diagnosis it was imminent death because I kept having them. I was like textbook, basically. You turn the chapter or turn the page and that was the next thing I did. So that was where I was in my life at that time.
And how was your response to treatment in the Advanced Wellness Center?
Oh, Dr. Bernstein literally had to rebuild my body. I had been on steroids for years. 1 week in the hospital, I put on 50 pounds. This is just water weight. And I'm walking and I'm swooshing. I could hear my body swooshing, the water swooshing inside of me. So when I came to Dr. Bernstein now, I remember distinctly I couldn't even write my name. Nothing. And he was like a godsend. It literally, I found him in a book, and I came to him because his name was David, like my father. And at that time, MS was so new. First of all, they had this, it had a stigma to the whole MS thing. And at the time they were telling me that black people didn't have MS, which is why it took so long for them to diagnose me. So when I finally got diagnosed, I was so glad after months, a year of being told I was going to be crazy. So at that time, Dr. Bernstein, he started a regimen of just trying to rebuild the body with nutrients and vitamins and a lot of prayer, basically, to get me to that point. A lot of adjustments. Because I mean, every muscle, every tissue, everything was just out of whack from all the years of abuse of the steroids that they had me on.
And how has this, all of it, affected your life?
Well, it's 20 years later. I'm still alive, thanks to Dr. Bernstein. And I have no MS. And I'm doing things now that I could never have done had I not met Dr. Bernstein. Because, well, first of all, I'd be dead by now. So therefore, I wouldn't be doing any of the things I'm doing. But it has been life-changing. He helped my parents as well. My father had prostate cancer. And he had 4 days to live. He lived almost 4 years. So these are the kind of results I had from coming from Dr. Bernstein. It's interesting now because a lot of people tell me things are not medically possible, but then I'm looking at me and I'm thinking, yeah, but I'm here. So obviously it can be medically possible. I had a lifestyle change, of course. Dr. Bernstein had put me on the biblical diet, so that helped me. So a lot of the toxins that I used to ingest before, I no longer have that, nor the craving for it. I lost 80 pounds just from doing what Dr. Bernstein said, the weight management program, the vitamins, the supplements, and all of that. So it has just changed my life totally. Now, 20 years later, I'm on the road and being a consultant. So it's just been a life-changing experience in every sense of the word.
And what exactly do you do for a living?
I credential doctors. I made healthcare safe for everyone. So I go to these flagship hospitals and basically make healthcare safe for everybody. I tell everybody I credential the doctors, I don't go to them. And I have to tell you that I only credential and I will not go to a doctor. I go to Dr. Bernstein.
And what would you say to others about your response?
I would tell people to have faith, first of all, to believe in something greater than themselves. I choose to call that something God. And know that everything is happening in divine order. And that you don't have to succumb to any disease. You don't have to believe anybody what anybody says. I keep telling everybody, until the fat ladies sing, it's not over. And if you can have someone like a Dr. Bernstein in your life who can definitely assist you in moving forward and is able to do what needs to be done in terms of the supplements and the treatment and just the overall health aspect of it. And this is someone talking to you from having credentialed doctors, work in a hospital. I've been in a hospital over 30 odd years, so I know both sides. I remember when I used to come to Dr. Bernstein, alternative medicine was not popular in those days, and they used to laugh at me because they used to say I was going to the backyard doctor. And I will tell you that alternative medicine is where it's at, and if you can embrace that, and it's not going to be a quick fix, it takes time, but if you can have the patience and can follow the guidance and do what needs to be done and recognize that your body, this is one time, this is your body, you have to take care of it, and if you treat it well, then it will take care of you. And I'm happy to say, even though I tell everybody that I'm 18, I'm actually going to be 54 next week. So I think I have a lot to be grateful for. And a lot of it is, of course, due to Dr. Bernstein and the philosophy and where he has taken me from a child to where I am today.